Well, what was supposed to be a trip to the Caribbean turned out to be a trip to the camp. It's freaking colder than balls out here. About 60 degrees colder than what I was hoping to get. I'll go into detail about it at some point, but at this point we're going to spend probably a day in Wenatchee and then head out to Winthrop in the morning for a night at a cabin with a hot tub. So we're going to try to make the most of this week despite not being able to go to the Caribbean, which we booked like 8 months ago. So breakfast at the Rock. Outdoor seating at the Rock, one of my favorite places to get breakfast whilst at the camp. Copyrighted music playing. All right, we're gonna go back to the Madonna and then off to Icicle. All right, me and Pleeblees are here at the gas station. We're gonna gas up. We got a overnight trip to Winthrop, Washington planned, something that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's cold as hell. We're making the most of this trip, despite not being where we want to be. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some filming. Haven't done much filming in the last couple of days just because you've all seen Leavenworth in the camp, so we're good. Crazy person jogging. Old schoolhouse, never been. All right, we're having a couple of beers at the old schoolhouse. Had a bison burger and a nice salad. Gonna finish up and head up to River's Edge and check in. We gotta get there by 5. It's 4:15, so we have to get up there here in a minute. Get in the hot tub. Oh, this is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Let's check out the balcony and the river view. There's where we're gonna be for most of tonight. Pretty dang cool. Parking here is gonna suck, but thankfully I have all-wheel drive. There's a car crashed out in front of our place. He's waiting for a tow truck and a plow and all that, so we're gonna have to park out here eventually, but having a good time so far. All right, there's some deer right up there. We were expecting iguanas here, but I guess a family of deer is all right.
Right?
Full moon in Winthrop. Well, kinda. Should be a full moon. A lot busier than when we got here. It's a nightlife here. Look at St. Martin. Have you ever seen St. Martin so glorious? The glistening snow, ice on the roads. This is the French side, by the way. This would never happen on the Dutch. The Dutch wouldn't let this happen. Winthrop at night. Oh, it's a bustling town. It's a Farmers State Bank. Gonna head back to our place to get in the hot tub. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Looks like a vacant store. It's like, are these images supposed to scare you to not break in? Who knows? I feel like Wyatt Earp should be coming out anytime Doc Holliday. Uh-oh, the local ruffians are out. All right, so you can hear the river. That's our hot tub. We're gonna get in it right now. We'll see how it goes. I couldn't figure out earlier, but I'm excited. I am in my swim trunks. I was expecting it to be warmer, but here's what we're looking at out that way while we get in our hot tub. Snow. You already saw the deer. No planes taking off. No nothing. This is not the Caribbean. But I've been wanting to stay here for a while, so this is a bucket list kind of thing. Not completely disappointed, but was hoping to be yeah. So enjoy, guys. I don't know what happened to the resolution or the light, but dig it. I'm hoping this comes out. You can hear it, but we can see the water. I can see the mountain and then there's the sky, or the moon. This place is amazing. I've been wanting to stay here for a while. I don't know if I stated it, but it's not the Caribbean. It's not the balcony or the water view that I had hoped for. I can be at the camping here at the creek, but this is it's a creek to me, but it's a river. And as you seen earlier, there was some deer. So, we have some neighbors there. Some neighbors over there. So this is where we're staying, the river's edge. Maggie's way over there in the distance because that was a safe place to park. Right here wasn't, because this a-hole didn't know how to drive in the snow or ice. He got too cute. We're only here for a night, which is fine, but it's beautiful. Well, they got the car moved, it looks like. Looks like we got a little bit of snow too, but not much. So that's good. Good morning, Winthrop. I only spent one night here, but it was a good night. We're just waking up, having some coffee. I'm gonna go to my car and get my cup out of there so I can have some liquid IV. It's awesome. It's been, looks like the lights are off. Excellent time. All right, Please is just kicking back. We just checked out of our accommodations. We're gonna find a bakery or something to get some pastries for the road. Headed back to Camp Murray, the Madonna for at least a night or two, I think, and then back to Seattle on Saturday. All checked out. Trying to find this bakery that I'm told there is one. An old-timey gas station. That is. Okay, we're on our way out of Winthrop, and I'm told that there is a skating rink down there, and I hear some hockey pucks being hockeyed. So maybe there is some truth to that. So let's check it out. Holy crap, if I knew this, I would come down here and play some hockey. To get my ass kicked, what I would play. This is awesome. I wonder if it's open year-round. Looks like there's some cabins, much like what we stayed in last night over here. But this looks like it might be it's a permanent fixture. But I'm curious if it's year-round, because it gets hot out here. Lunchtime. All right, haven't filmed much in the last couple of days. Just really haven't felt like picking up the camera, but a very foggy night here in Leavenworth. We're at some dance party at the Bushel and Bee with some of the owner and proprietor's friends. Not my cup of tea in terms of music, but whatever. We got good beer there. So yeah, nice foggy night here. Doesn't look like the loft is open. Probably closed early. Back at Drew Brew, where it pretty much started. Headed back to Seattle, gonna go to Georgetown Brewing. Priscilla's gonna stay a night tonight and then head back to Astoria a couple of days earlier than she planned, but that's all right. I'll have a couple of days off before I have to go back to work. We're still making the most of it. Still making the most of it. Rainy day in Seattle. Should be enjoying our last day in the Caribbean right now, but we're stuck here making the most of it. As I've said many a time this week in the very few clips that I've put together. despite their combined forces, Papa and King Diamond could not get us to the Caribbean this year. I'm sure you've heard me comment on that in the preceding videos. I'll give you a little update here as to why. But this video is far from over. We still got a day and a half of vacation left, and we're going to try to make the most of it. Not going to do a hell of a lot, but we'll see. Okay, so since June of last year, my friend and I had another St. Martin trip booked for this week. Really, we should be on a flight back home right now on our way to Atlanta, but it was not to be. Sunday, I get off of work, start my vacation, get notifications from America that flights are being canceled, blah, blah, blah. We rebooked. I think I rebooked 3 times in one day to fly out on Sunday, and all 3 of those were canceled. And then we was like, okay, well, let's just eat a day, fly out Monday, get there Tuesday. Did that around noon, 1 o'clock, got canceled again. We're like, you know what? We'll probably just get stranded somewhere. There was a big storm going on. There's still a lot of snow on the East Coast because we had to have connecting flights on the East Coast like we did last year. So we opted to just play it safe, cancel everything, canceled the flight back. Couldn't cancel the reservation at the hotel because we booked through Expedia. So Expedia's, I'm assuming, since I filed a claim to get a refund on this thing, working on that. So we made the most of it. As you can see, we went out to the camp, went to Winthrop, had a good day last night. Yesterday, we went around Fremont. She's on her way back to Astoria, and I'm going to make the most of today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to probably be stay inside, watch movies, be lazy, but it's disappointing, but it'll be nice to get that money back. I was thinking about going to New Orleans in May, so all that money coming to this is going to make that happen. The only bummer is we got credit for one of our flights with Delta because we canceled it before they canceled it for any reason. And as far as I know, those flights are a go last time I checked. So I'll be able to use the credit. She might not be. Hopefully she can. We found some workarounds, so maybe that'll help. That'll help me fly to and from here to New Orleans. I'll have some money to pay for a nice room. Maybe stay a little bit longer than I initially was planning. But anyway, no St. Martin. I'm 1 for 3. 1 for 3. And both times I had to cancel was due to weather. And shit happens, you know. So the plan is for my 50th, I'm going to go, which is in a couple years. So we got some time. I haven't written it off. I still want to live there. I still want to move there. I hope I got stuck there instead of stuck in Seattle. But again, playing it safe. Had we flown out, we would have lost our money for our flights, possibly our rooms, because we actually tried to go. So I'm hoping we're not the only ones that had to do this and cancel trips, which I'm sure we're not. So I can't see why we can't get all our money back. So we'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to go get cleaned up, and we're going to find something to do today. All right, Plebliss. You're going to get your exposure to your first casino. We're going to head down to Emerald Queen. We have reservations there in 2 weeks. We're going to go down there and try our luck. We're bored. We don't feel like walking anywhere, so here we go. Come on, Mr. Wolf. Let's get some letters. All right, that's not bad.
All right, well, we spent way too much money at Emerald Queen, and we're gonna be here in 2 weeks, so yeah. Well, I'm getting hungry. What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? All right, guys, that's it. nothing more. Hope you enjoyed all the bits and pieces that I videotaped. And yeah, there's another trip in the plans. Nothing solid, but we'll see what we do. All right, later, guys. Dig it.